Hello everyone, TF Calm here, with some rather unfortunate news. Unfortunately, I will have to move either the 30th or the 1st. I'm not sure exactly what day I'll do it, but I will not be living here anymore. I spent most of the day packing stuff up, so boxes all over the place, but unfortunately I will have to move. I cannot afford to live on my own, and I'm not getting any roommate offers. It's a scary situation. I'm not sure what'll happen to my roommate's rats, or my old roommate. Really hoping he comes back to get them, because I would hate to see them just alone. I will be taking both these cats together. They will be going into my mother's house, which is cool. She says she'll raise them, and I'm trying to not have issues with that. I know I have a huge bad history with her, but trying to stay positive. It's better than them being thrown on the street. And at least this way I'll be able to see them, visit. The female rat will also be going with her, so that's great. But I'm telling you guys this mostly because once I move, I probably won't be making these videos anymore. And if I do, I'll just be doing them late at night. Because unfortunately, I don't want to disturb anyone. And when my roommate was here, I didn't really care because he was up late anyway. But I don't know about my family. They're the type that want to be in your business 24/7. So I feel like it'd have to be after they go to bed that I make these videos. So there's that. I will keep trying to make these videos, but I may be on a hiatus for a little bit. And the hope is that mid-January I can start looking for another place to live, because that's when I'll be getting a bunch of money from the school for student loans, and so that will help a lot. And just helping me be able to, afford a place to live, and hopefully by then I'll have at least 2 jobs. I will not try, I will try to continue YouTube because I need what money I get from it. So far I have not gotten anything, but maybe I can hope for the best from you guys. So it's been a rough day, as you can imagine. I've been fighting with my mom, saying I can do it on my own. But, I just missed my first bill. I had a bill due today, and I did not have enough money to pay it. Really hoping it does not come to bite me in the butt later. I will pay it, of course, but I'm gonna pray to the 12 that I'm gonna pray to them that Max will get me the money before then, before Monday or so, and I will pay it then. May have a little bit of a late fee on that, but I physically can't do it now, even if I wanted to. I'm gonna miss these babies so much. I won't be able to cuddle with them every night. And I got them for stress relief because I have such horrible anxiety and stress issues, and I won't be able to cuddle with them and feel happy. They're going to be taken away this coming up week. My mom is coming. She says fit in her car, whatever I'm not using, as much as can fit, and then I mean, she'll take the cats. This is really hard for me right now. To admit I failed, basically. I grew up in a family, and I'm sure many of you have too, where, parents were married around 17 or 18. Grandparents are married around 17, 18. And it's just expected. And I know times have changed to the point where, people can't really afford to do that, but it's extremely disheartening because here they were, they had their life together, and they can't even afford an apartment. They had a house, couldn't afford an apartment. It's very, very disheartening, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are in their mid to late 20s and are probably in the same boat I am, but moving back in with family at this point is just such a... I just feel like a failure, guys. And I know I shouldn't. But I feel like an absolute failure. And I'm trying so hard to be positive right now, but I can't bring myself to be. I can't. This is what I mean by therapy. They very much comfort me. They're my therapy pets, as you've seen in previous videos. You buddy. I won't have any pets to cuddle with. It'll be just me in my grandparents' house, which will be very difficult for me because, plain and simply, they're pretty against trans as well as homosexuality. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen there. They're not bad enough to make me wear dresses or anything, but they definitely won't call me by Eli or Elijah or anything like that. They'll be back to my birth name. I feel even years after I legally change it, it'll still be birth name to them. That's really, really disheartening. I do have a small bit of good news, a teeny bit. A friend of mine works for the Alumni Association at my school, and so they're in charge of delivering class rings and such. And watch me walking across the stage and getting our ring, and everyone clap for you, take pictures or whatever. A huge ring ceremony. You're in my camera. Move out of the way, please. Dante. Okay. Whatever. Big ring ceremony, and apparently it's a huge deal. I guess. But I have a ring coming, and my friend, being the amazing person that she is, has made it so they will call Elijah McKenzie to the stage, and it won't be my birth name, which is amazing to me right now. I will be getting a male ring, which usually I have to get special approval for, and everything, and basically she's letting me be me. And so as heartbreaking as life has been, I at least have that to look forward to. So, yay, thanks for that, bud. And I really do mean thanks. I know I'm pretty depressed now, and that's why it sounds pretty awful. My voice does not sound happy, but what she's doing really means a lot to me. The simple thing is that, I mean, I can't even You know how embarrassing it is going up on stage and they call the wrong name? And people who've ever had their name mispronounced probably feel how I feel here. And I mean, I don't blame the speakers. They're not doing it out of spite, but it's still a pretty deep cut, you know? You're just trying to live such an important event, and they don't even get your name right. And I mean, but I'm getting Elijah carved into my ring and everything, and it's gonna be super great, guys. Very, very happy about that. Very, very happy. I don't even know if she has a YouTube, but thank you, Sid. You are so sweet. So sweet. My buddy Sydney. And if you guys are curious, no, she is not trans. She just has a male name. And I've asked her about that and been like, you know, it's okay if you are trans, because I am too. And she says no, she's not trans. It was just the name her parents picked. It was named after some famous bassist, I think. I feel like I completely got that wrong. I think it's a bassist, a guy who plays bass. But some old guy. And so I was like, cool. I mean, I've seen girls named Erin and stuff. So I mean, they're trying to branch out, make names more gender neutral, and I think that's really amazing. I mean, I'm sure she was picked on growing up, but if she ever wanted to be trans, she wouldn't have to change her name. Which is what my goal is in life, that if I ever have any children, I'll try to make them the most gender-neutral names possible. And I mean, I guess if they decide to be trans, you don't decide to be, but I mean, if they do end up being trans, they can always change their name, but I'm gonna make it the least, like, confrontational until they change it, if they do change it, because, you know, even roll call or anything, teachers will call something, and if you have a small class, some of my classes are 20 kids, we're all young adults now, but, in high school especially, we had very, very tiny classes, and, if someone, like, if they call roll, you know, people look at, oh, who is that person, you know, da-da-da, and especially on the first day of school, and, you know, do you want to hear Elizabeth, if you are a trans male, or do you want to hear something like Alex, that can be gender neutral? I mean, I'm definitely with the Alex, you know, and this is just my preference. I mean, maybe my kids won't be trans, and maybe they'll be cis, straight kids, and that's cool and all. I'm not gonna hate them for that, you know, that'd be stupid, but, you know, I'm just trying to make life easier for them, just in case. You always want to plan everything. I know this is the last few videos of mine have been pretty messed up when it's about trans issues, you know, and a lot of it has been this going on. I'm just now coming out really about it. I mean, I mentioned a bit that I was having issues, but this is what has been worked on, and this is the plan now. I have no idea where it's going to go from here. I'm going to try to keep these videos up as much as I can, but as I'm saying, life's getting stressful and packing and everything else now. I'm sorry. I know my voice is breaking right now, and I'm trying. I'm trying so much to make it sound stable. Well, it's only a matter of time till everything's all worked out, right? I mean, maybe one day I'll look here and I'm 26 and like, man, I had this much problems when I was younger, and that'll be great to look back and think, that must have sucked back then, instead of being like, wow, I'm still having these problems. But I hate to put an age on that, because maybe I'm 26 and I'm not there yet, and I'll probably have the same breakdown I did when I realized I'm 20 and not there. don't know, guys. It's so rough right now. I don't want to see my family at all. And, I mean, I know they're trying to be nice here, but it's so hard to forget years and years of abuse and neglect. And then go back to a place where maybe they won't be hitting you, yay, but you still have the emotional part of abuse. Where you say she, which is known in the trans community as misgendering. And it is, oh, it's awful. Probably one of the worst things you can do. Besides, of course, beating them. Which, I mean, accidental misgendering is something else. But, you know, intentional's pretty bad. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be spending Thanksgiving with them. And, if you knew my history, I haven't had Thanksgiving with them since I was like 3, maybe. I mean, I've always had it with my dad. But if I get the job, which I'm really hoping for, and also I don't have gas money, so I really kind of have to stay anyway, but I will be working on Black Friday, is what they told me. So, if I get the job. So I really can't afford to drive 5 hours to visit my dad and then rush back 5-hour trip in order to work the next day. That's just not doable, plain and simple. It'll be unique, to say the least. I'm going to be meeting with my uncle and his kids and his wife, who I met him once, maybe my entire life. I haven't met his kids or his wife. It's gonna be scary, guys. Especially since, as far as I know, they don't know I'm trans. They haven't seen me since before I came out. So, he's gonna assume, you know, he's gonna look at me and it's gonna be some big issues there, and I already am anticipating a huge fight there. Which is not something to look forward to. Because, I mean, I don't know why I'm assuming he's against it. But, I mean, if his mom, you know, my grandma, and his sister, my mom, are both really, really against it, as well as his dad, you know, my grandpa, if his entire family is really against it, odds are he is too. But, I mean, my family is against it, and I'm for it, so, I mean, but I'm sure there'll be questions, to say the least. Now, why is my phone blowing up? Oh, it's just all these issues. Okay. We're just working on plans for the cats. Getting that one fixed, Remy fixed, because we have a female cat at my mom's house, and honestly, she's an awful cat. I hate saying that, but I mean, she'd be fine as a single cat, but she's very, very territorial and hates pretty much anyone even touching her, human or other cat. She's like extremely, like, pardon my French, extremely pissy, like, at everything. And she's an old cat. Gee, she's probably 18. Like, she's an old cat. Well, no, she's probably not that old. I mean, she's at least 5 or 6. So she's pretty old in that aspect. But for cats, that's really old. Anything over, like, 3 is pretty old for a cat. So she's a really old cat, and she's very, very grumpy and angry all the time, and fussy, and oh jeez, she's a mess. But I mean, I don't think she can get pregnant at her age, but we don't want him trying to do stuff with her. Especially when she's that age, it may hurt her really bad. Yay. So we're gonna get him clipped. He's asleep right now. He doesn't know. No, do that. Get him some shots. Cause that'll be fun. He'll be around a little kid. She's 9 now. But he'll be around her. So don't want her to get sick. With us, we don't worry as much. But you know, little kids, we're pretty worried there. And other animals, like they have dogs and everything else there. So I'm trying not to cry on camera again. I know I did with my my important message to you guys, but I'm trying not to now. I'm just emotionally dead right now. But, I mean, at least I know my friend is letting me be presented as Elijah. That makes a big deal, because I don't think I can handle another blow right now. I couldn't handle another blow right now. So, thanks, Sid. I don't know, guys. I want to say more, but honestly, my mind can't think of anything more to say. Just that, you know, life's rough. Could really use some motivation right now, but don't think I'm going to be receiving any anytime soon. But I can do it. I'll find a way to do it. I'm not going to die. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm not going to die. Life may be hell for the next few months, but I'm going to find a new place in January. It's going to be great. I'm not going to die. I should be getting my pets back and everything, and it'll be perfect there. But of course, I need to find a roommate before I can get a place. And I know that sounds very pissy right now, but I am so pissed off. My roommate just left, you know? Left all his stuff, all his pets I had to care for, and everything. It's just like, for a week, I was like, okay, I'll take care of him for a week. Which is what he told me, it'd be a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then he was gone, and gone, and gone, and gone, and gone. It's been over a month now, and I'm just... probably almost 2 months. Oh, man, I want to cry, I want to scream, I want to do both. I don't know what to feel right now, guys. But it's rough. It's very, very rough. I was tempted not even to do a video today, but I told myself I need to get up, get up, get up. It's at least something to get me out of bed and a break from making, packing stuff and dishes and everything else and making plans. So it was a break, a much needed break, and my phone charger broke, so partly why I'm doing my video on my laptop. Also, it's because I mean, I'm trying to be better and do videos only on my laptop. Like, I know they're not as good quality, but I can make them longer, so it works that way. I mean, I guess thanks, guys, for being here as long as you've been here. I will continue making videos until the day I move out, and then I'll try to make videos once I am moved out. But in the meantime, I guess stay positive, and know that I love you guys. I could really use some love back. TFCom, signing off. Bye.